9 lives.
That'd be such an annoying laser sight for a gun, too.
I need to locate where the bullet entered the
I envy you, because I beat that whole game start to finish, the whole main plot of that game, and I regret it to this day. It's not fun. The best part about it was playing as Deadshot, and even then, it was... Like, there were a couple jokes with Nanawe. You really want me to cut you down over a vat of acid, Harv? Think about that, buddy. Played an hour and got... Yeah, it's not fun. It was not a good game, but in order for me to judge it properly as somebody with a presence consistently on the internet and, you know, a reputation to uphold, I had to finish the game for the sake of it. So now I can confidently call it garbage. Alright, let's do this. I can say with my whole chest that that game was abhorrent and probably one of the worst games that I've ever played, and I'm somebody who has actively played E.T. for the Atari.
Will lead me to the shooter.
My friend actually physically owns it, so that's saying something. And it wasn't through like any fault of like developers either, because I feel like a lot of them probably would have objected, like anyone that actually cared. Could have confidently called it bad even. I mean, yes, but it's now there's literally no room for anyone to be like, oh, well, you didn't even give it a fair chance. I played the whole game. I gave it more than a fair chance.
Protocol 10.
I should go the other way. Out the back door. Get the secret cutscene. Especially in my group of friends. My group of friends is really annoying about stuff like that. Oh, well, you didn't play the whole game, so you don't know. Maybe it turned around halfway through. No, it didn't. It got worse. It got worse and worse. Electric Punch. Fun fact, you can actually get a one-shot on an enemy if you manage to do that in the middle of a fight. I did it when I was younger. I'm not going to attempt it now. Yeah, we do that. Hello, Calendry Man. There's also the challenge with him, but I never really cared to change my clock for all that. And over here... Restabilize. And boom. Now the question is, should I 100% this one? Because everybody was against 100%ing the last one, at least immediately. So maybe I should do that next time. I'll just get what I can and I'll wrap it up later. Can't say I've heard of that. Might need to create some new speedrun stretch. I mean, it's not really useful for speedrunning, it's just a fun thing that they coded in. There's no way that you're going to be able to hit a reverse or remote control battering through lightning onto your fist and punch a guy, and it, like, be faster than just using a takedown.
We just need to be careful. What the hell?
It's just a neat little thing, because it's like, oh wow, your hand is electric. Yeah, of course it would knock someone down.
You don't want
City has 444... Yeah, I know.
Who was I?
Oh, trust me, I've beaten these games like hundreds of times.
Out there?
Yeah.
I worked at the company handling security for this
I've 100%ed these games like 6 times apiece. I've just never really played them on stream.
Yeah, that evil son of a bitch. What the hell did I do wrong?
Because Asylum had 240 total.
Try to figure out
and I think I ended last stream with like almost 200 of them done. Just because I didn't really care to do the whole thing on like the final part of the stream. So I'll probably go back at some point and 100% it on stream, but for now I'd rather just go through City. Don't worry, you won't, buddy. I'm ignoring you.
What the hell are we still here? We should run or something.
Yeah, you should.
Don't be you cold.
If I recall, I can get this one pretty easily. And dive. Oh my gosh. Did I accidentally get stuck because of this? Hold up. There we go. Alright. I had a couple minor glitches in Asylum resulting in deaths that definitely I don't agree with. Oh, buddy, you messed up. Annihilated. And just because I don't want to lose the combo, why not? So it was... Essentially, there was a glitch where I fell off a ledge that I was directly standing on, Like, I was completely on the ledge, and it still was like, no, we're just gonna fall. And it knocked me down, which wasn't a death, but it made me look foolish, so I hate it. And then, as for glitches that cost me actual deaths, it was more like glitches that cost me hits, because I was trying to go through the game relatively low damage. But for example, like when Poison Ivy takes over the asylum, the plants that hit the spores and everything, I got hit by 2 of those that were invisible, at least on my end. I don't know, maybe they appeared when he was like throwing his arm back or something, I don't know. But, so that's 2 hits there. And then there was one where I hit the counter button, but the game specifically just didn't do the counter. It ate the combo, didn't counter the guy that was right next to me, and I got punched in the face. That happened a few times, but that was mostly just because Arkham Asylum's combat is jank. I'm not sure if it's a PC-specific thing, but I think I recall it on PS3 as well. I don't know. They swapped voice actors between Asylum and City for her from, I believe it was the original Batman the Animated Series voice actor, to Tara Strong, who took over for the original voice actor. Which is cool. I believe it was the original voice actor in Asylum, but then Tara Strong took over.
Armed thugs head on is suicide. I need to disappear.
This is fun little dialogue.
One by one.
Don't you move, Batman. Just stay there and this will all end okay.
What do you mean, end okay?
I'm gonna take a sip of water while these guys converse about what's gonna happen to them.
Keep it together, he's ours.
There's a lot of foreshadowing in these games. Joker basically tells his entire plan early on in Asylum. Joker tells his entire plan in this, and these guys are about to explain exactly what's gonna happen to them.
That's exactly what he does.
I said stay calm. I got a gun pointing at his damn head. What's he gonna do?
Oh, I don't know. Throw a smoke bomb, break your face, and string me up from the ceiling?
How's he gonna do that? He can't do that, can he?
Yep. Yes, he can do that.
They don't know where I
Throw a smoke bomb is one of the craziest,
Keep
like,
it that way. Time to survey the
such an
room.
obvious
Plan
pull.
out my tactics.
It's also wild to me that they didn't have smoke bombs in Asylum. Like, that seems like so basic. Maybe they just didn't feel like making it, or they didn't think it, like, served a purpose, or I don't know.
That idiot thinks he's safe in the confessional. He's just made it easier for me to get in behind him.
And there's Hush right there, chilling out on a table.
He's got a hostage.
That guy.
I can glide to the scaffolding above him without being seen, and take him down from there. If I can get behind those
And
two
double
without
takedown.
being seen, I can take them both in one move.
This will be simple. First and foremost, yeet. Predators and Asylum were very bare bones. Would have made those encounters fun. I mean, arguably, the smoke bomb in general would have just given you means to escape, because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of times if you get seen, sometimes the AI was so interesting that it wouldn't lose you. I actually did have that happen to me once in the sewer section, where there's the 3 gargoyles and then the sewer, not sewer, the ventilation system. They can't, it's very hard to make them lose you in that situation. So if they had made it specifically like a couple seconds, just enough for you to fly to a gargoyle, I feel like it would have been fine. And annihilated. It just would have been a matter of, like, tuning it or thinking more.
The room is secure. You're safe now.
Literally.
Yo, Batman, thanks for the help.
The ridiculousness. They're literally... So, it wasn't... What the crazy part was, right? I'm pretty sure I got spotted on a gargoyle after I did an inverted takedown, but I was on a separate gargoyle, so they just randomly looked up at me and they were like, hey, there he is, and started attacking, and I was like, what the... You know?
Okay, people, listen up.
Hello, Aaron Cash.
Here, not these animals. I want this place
Let's go talk to Hush. Get that dialogue. Well, the doctor working on Hush.
What happened to
Mr.
this
Adam.
prisoner?
He's not a prisoner.
They tend to do that in
He's a
Asylum.
doctor.
Yeah, it's. I feel like it's an issue with the AI is that they just.
It's terrible, really.
I feel like it's not necessarily.
Transferred here,
Maybe
but
not an issue with the
it was
AI.
too much for him.
What I think it
Didn't
is,
realize he was
from a
losing
gameplay
it.
or a development perspective,
We should
is that
notice
they
it.
lock onto you, and then the
Notice
mechanic
why.
is swing a certain number of times between gargoyles or 2 different gargoyles, and they lose you. But that
cut his own
code
face
seems
off.
to be very finicky.
I found him. He was sitting in the corner, laughing.
Because it's supposed to be like a trigger, but I
face
feel
was
like the
missing.
trigger is what's broken.
I wrapped him up and sedated him. Who knows what's in that case he's holding on to? We couldn't pry it loose.
My food will be here in 6 minutes. I might have to take a moment. What's in the case? It's a bunch of cuts of people's faces. Yeah, so, Thomas Elliot, man. It's also still weird to me that you crouch faster than you walk.
Thank God you got here, Batman.
What's up, Aaron?
After what happened at the asylum, I thought you'd settle for a quiet desk job.
Speaking of food, mine's just finished cooking.
When Shark closed down the asylum,
No worries.
it turned out
Let me know what you
there
got.
wasn't much work for an ex-security guard who failed to stop a mass breakout. This is the only work I can get.
What happened back there wasn't your fault, Cash. What was Harley Quinn doing here?
That crazy bitch busted in a couple of hours ago with the rest of these idiots. Took something up the tower, then blew up the staircase.
Man.
Thanks. I'll check it out.
Wait, sorry, Batman, I forgot.
Some
Couple of
pasta?
them were at one
Nice.
of the docks.
Love
Quinn
me
said
some pasta.
something about
Pasta's
needing her
always
to
good.
fix up the Joker.
If she's alive,
I
I'll
am
follow.
waiting on some
You
sub sandwich
concentrate on
videos.
securing this church.
Well, Philly
It should
cheesesteaks.
keep you all safe.
Will do. Hope you find the doc.
It's gonna be
Her
good.
name's Stacy Baker.
I've been
She's one of the
craving cheesesteaks. Time to get up here, into the tower, and have Joker talk about the entire plot of the game. Because that's a thing he does in this. Do I still have my... I don't have the line launcher. Oh, I forgot that you don't have the line launcher by default. That's upsetting. I love that thing. Let's see. Straight to the roof. And ladder right there. First thing I always do is go for ballistics, because I'm usually pretty good at the combat.
It looks like it's being controlled remotely by Joker.
What kind of sniper is this? It's obviously not a real sniper, but if I had to guess, I would say that they wanted this to be 50 cal, although that might be a 50 cal bullet size through a stained glass window. However, I feel like, depending on how thick that window is, that probably would have disrupted the shot quite a bit. But, you know, what do I know?
Well,
What's up, Junkler?
look who it is. I haven't seen you for... How long has it been? Let's see. There was an asylum, some monsters, and oh, that's right.
You left me to die.
Now, you probably don't remember it that way, but who cares? You just need to worry about the bombs. Hurry up now. Clock's ticking.
We're gonna wait and let him do his little speech.
5, 4,
Calling your bluff, Joker.
3, 2, 1.
You know, some hot chocolate sounds phenomenal right now. We got like 6 inches of snow outside. It's like perfect, and it's still snowing. Perfect weather.
You know how this is going to turn out. You're going to come and find me. You can't stop yourself, can you? Sometimes I wonder if all this will just end with one of us looking down at the other's corpse, trying to work out what to do next. The only question is, whose body will it be? I know who I'm rooting for. What about you?